Now I'm going to recap the yesterday's class, guys. Okay, yesterday we have started the new lesson, that is fourth unit. Okay, here we have discussed alternative technique related to the classification. That is mainly we are going to discuss Bayes theorem, Naive Bayes classification, and the next one is uh, Bayesian belief network. We are going to discuss all these topics in this fourth unit, guys. Okay, mainly three questions will be there here, guys. Bayes theorem, name Bayes classification. Okay, the third one is Bayesian belief network. Mainly, this Bayesian belief network is asking for 2 marks, guys. Once we have only two questions. One is the Bayes theorem, another one is Navy Bayes classification. Okay, they will ask these only two questions, guys, repeatedly. Okay, they ask in a different way. Okay, the one question will be asked in a different way. That's it, guys. Sometimes they will ask about the classification techniques. Sometimes they will ask about like prediction techniques. Okay, likewise they sometimes they ask directly Navy based classification. Okay, with the example they'll ask. Okay, every time these questions, if you observe these questions, guys, long versus base theorem, Navy based classification, Navy based classification, base theorem, Navy based classification. Okay, if you observe all these things, okay, they only these two questions, guys, mainly these two questions. Okay, now sometimes they have asked decision tree or advantage disadvantage or the decision tree or the other classification methods, means we have to compare decision tree with the Navy based classification. Okay, right, again Bayes theorem, Navy based classification. Every time they are asking this one, guys, only these two questions, guys. Okay, small chapter. Okay, if you concentrate it, you can easily score 14 to 16 marks, guys. Only two questions will be there. The long answer questions, only two questions, that is Bayes theorem or Bayes classifiers. Sometimes they will ask Bayes classifiers, Bayes theorem, maybe Bayes classification. These are the questions, only two questions, guys. Okay, simple thing. Overall 45 slides like that, guys. Okay, nothing more than that one. But okay, if they ask the problem, means you have to choose the training set, guys. Okay, you have to write your own training set. After that, you have to solve that problem, guys. Okay, you have to remember the training set. If they ask the questions like explain the base Navy base classification with example, means you have to write your own data set, right? Okay, so let us start the discussion related to this one, guys. Okay, here the Bayesian classifiers we are going to discuss, guys. When we are going to this Bayesian classifier, means, guys, okay, the relationship between the attribute set and the class label. Okay, that cannot be non-deterministic. అన్నిసార్లు కూడా మనం చూసేసి చెప్పలేము. We cannot decide by look, guys. Okay, suppose the class label of test record cannot be predicted even the attribute set is identical. Okay, to the sum of the training examples. మనం తీసుకునే క్లాస్ లేబుల్ ఉంటుంది, ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసేది, దట్ ఈస్ ఐడెంటికల్ టు ద ట్రైనింగ్ సెట్ అయినా సరే, we cannot predict the result of that. At that time, which one will be useful means Bayes theorem. Which one will be useful means Bayes means additional another things also we have to note it. Okay, to solve that one, okay, we have to think about the additional things also. For example, guys, okay, predicting the related to the heart disease. Okay, prediction related to the heart disease normally. Okay, these heart diseases can be predicted based on the person's diet as well as the work frequency. Gym వెళ్ళడం కానీ, exercise చేయడం, running, all these things comes under the workout frequency, right? Based on that one, normally we are going to predict the heart disease. But in addition to that one, we have to think other factors also. We have to think other factors like heredity. While parents gani, grandparents gani, is there any problem related to heart disease? That is also the point we have to remember. And the next one is smoking habits, whether that particular person is having a smoking and alcohol habits. Those factors also influence the heart disease, guys. In addition to this, healthy diet as well as work frequency. In addition to that one, additional factors also influence the heart disease, like their heredity. Okay, smoking and alcohol habits. At this time, at this point of time, this base there will be helpful for solving those type of problems. Okay, right? Okay, this is not at all sufficient, guys. Like personal diet as well as workout frequency is sufficient, also subjected to interpretation. Other things also we have to take the menu. There may be introduced uncertainties into the learning. There are other things also we have to discuss, like predicting the heart disease, the other factors, heredity, okay, smoking, alcoholic or not. Okay, in addition to that, these things also we have to discuss. Okay, for these problems, okay, for this problem there is an approach. Okay, in this approach we are going to use probabilistic relationship between the attribute set and the class. Okay, okay, to solve this type of problems, guys, okay, and deterministic problems, okay, we are going to solve that one only with the help of probabilities, guys. Okay, what we are going to do is we are going to find a relationship between the probability relationship between the attribute set and the class variable. Attribute set key class variable కి సంబంధించి we are going to find out a relationship between them. We are going to find the relationship between them. Like this. Okay, okay. At this point of time, the Bayes theorem will be helpful to solve the problem. Yes. How it is able to solve the problem is it's able to find out a probabilistic relationship between the attribute set and the class. Okay, right? If it, anybody not listen the previous class, if you concentrate this class, you are able to understand. So, simple unit, guys. Only two questions. Okay. Okay, for doing this one, implementation of Bayesian classifier, there are two methods will be there. One is naive Bayesian classifier and Bayesian belief network. These two will comes under the Bayesian classifier. Yes. Okay, in the exam, some point of time they will ask related to the Bayesian classifiers, and then you have to write about the naive Bayes theorem, naive Bayes classification, and Bayesian belief network. Both the things you have to touch it, and you have to explain these two things, guys. Okay, let us start the discussion related to the each and everything. Okay, guys, to know about this Bayesian classifier, we have to know about the Bayesian theorem. Why? Because Bayesian classification is based on the Bayes theorem, guys. Okay, normally this Bayesian classifier is a statistical classifier, guys. Bayesian classifiers are statistical classifiers. Okay, how they are going to predict means they predict the class membership probabilities. Okay, like such as a probability that a given tuple belong to a particular class or not. Okay, it gives the probability, guys, for the particular class label is belong to the particular tuple or not. It will use the probability. Normally these probabilities are in between the 0 to 1. 1 means the maximum value, 0 means the minimum value, any value. Okay, the output from this one that will comes from the 0 and 1. Why? Because the probability values are on between 0 and 1. Okay, this Bayesian classifier are based on the Bayes theorem, guys. Okay, okay, let us see what is meant by Bayes theorem, guys. Okay, what is meant by this Bayes theorem? Okay, here X is a data tuple, guys. Okay, X is a data tuple. Okay, that will be described by set of n attributes. That will be described by set of n attributes, and H is the hypothesis. H is the hypothesis. Okay, how we are going to determine P of H given X? This is the classification solving. How we are going to solve this classification problem is P of H given X. H given X. Okay, how we are going to find out this H given X means, okay, the P of H given X, another name is posterior probability and కూడా అంటామండి. What is the another name for P of H given X? Posterior probability and కూడా అంటాం. Okay, how we are going to calculate this P of H given X means P of probability of hypothesis and probability of X given H. Probability of X given H and probability of X. Based on these ones, we are going to calculate the probability of h given x guys. Probability of h given x entappudu probability సంబంధించిన దాంట్లో explanation ఉంటుంది. Okay, this probability posterior probability how we are going to calculate, we are going to calculate by using these probabilities. We are going to calculate the probability of h given x, and here what is given x, data set x. Okay, let us see the formula related to this Bayes theorem guys. This is the formula for the Bayes theorem. Probability of h given x గుర్తుంచుకోవాలండి. Probability of h given x equal to probability of x given h into probability of h by probability of x. Okay, Bayes theorem normally uh, based on the probabilities guys. Okay, we are going to calculate the Bayes theorem with the help of the probability. Probability of h given x equal to probability of x given h. Okay, that is multiplied by probability of h and divided by probability of x guys. This is the formula you have to remember guys. This is the formula related to the Bayes theorem. It's all based on the probabilities. Okay. And one more thing, this is a statistical measure. Okay, the value is in between 0 and 1 guys in the Bayes theorem. Okay, let us see one example guys, then you are able to easily understand what is this Bayes theorem, how we are going to solve this Bayes theorem to classify the things. Okay, here is the problem for that one. Okay, here is the problem for that one. Here the two teams will be there, team 0 and team 1 are related to the football game. Team 0 and team 1, two teams are there. Okay, team 0 winning percentage is 65%. Okay, here we have to convert this one to probability, means the 65 divided by 100 means 0.65. Why? Because the probabilities are in between zeros and 1 and 1 with the percentage means how we are going to convert means 65 by 100 means 0.65. That is the probability of team 0 winning. And the next one is probability of team 1 winning is the remaining percentage. Team 1 means 0.35. 1 minus 0.65 means 0.35. Understand guys? Okay. These are the probabilities for winning the team 0 and team 1 guys. Okay. Again, another things also matter guys. Okay. ఏదైనా టీమ్ విన్నింగ్ అనేది ఎలా చెప్పొచ్చు అంటే వన్ మోర్ థింగ్ ఈస్ డిపెండింగ్ అపాన్ ద ఫీల్డ్ మీన్స్ the football ground where it is playing also, that is also the matter here guys. That is also matter. That is why this type of uncertainty problems, okay, that can be solved with the help of Bayes theorem and Bayes classifier guys. Okay, what is the uncertainty here means another factor also influenced here, like related to heart attack, the other factors is heredity, smoking and drinking habits. Likewise, team winning percentage, that is also depends upon the where the match is played. Okay, home ground or not home ground, that is also matter guys. Okay, for that one they have specified that only 30%. Okay, win by team 0, only 30% of them are playing on one team 1 ground లో play చేస్తున్నప్పుడు win అవుతుందండి. Team 0 is winning, that winning percentage is 30% when it is playing in the team 1 football field guys. Okay, opponent team దగ్గర pay చేస్తున్నప్పుడు that is the percentage, that is 0.3. That is the percentage of team 0 play winning percentage when it is playing in the opponent ground guys. And the next one is the 70% of times the victory is for the team 1 when it is playing in the home ground. Home ground లో ప్లే చేసినప్పుడు టీమ్ 1 కి the winning percentage is 75, means the probability is 0.75. అర్థమవుతుందండి. నార్మల్ గా ఇక్కడ చూడండి టీమ్ 1 కి విన్నింగ్ పర్సంటేజ్ ఓన్లీ దట్ ఈస్ 3.35, బట్ when it is playing in the home ground, its victory percentage is 0.75. That is also matter guys. That is why additional information also we have to take care. These type of problems how we are going to solve guys, with the help of Bayes theorem we are going to solve these problems guys. Okay, and one more thing is what they are asking is, okay, the next match related information, the team 1 is hosting the next match, means the match is playing at the team 1. Normally మనం ఇప్పుడు చెప్పేయచ్చు చూడండి. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు దీని నుంచి ప్రకారం మనం చెప్పేయచ్చు ఆబ్వియస్ గా టీమ్ 1 ప్లే మ్యాచ్ అనేది జరుగుతుంది. టీమ్ 1 లో జరుగుతున్నప్పుడు టీమ్ 1 యొక్క విక్టరీ పర్సంటేజ్ 0.75, మీన్స్ దేర్ ఇస్ అ మోర్ ప్రాబిలిటీ ఫర్ ద టీమ్ 1 విన్నింగ్ అని మనం మామూలుగా చెప్పొచ్చు. ఓకే, ఎందుకని చెప్పేసి టీమ్ 0 అనేది అపోనెంట్ టీమ్ లో, దట్ ఈస్ టీమ్ 1 ప్లే గ్రౌండ్ లో ఆడితే దట్ విన్నింగ్ పర్సంటేజ్ ఓన్లీ 0.3, probability is only 0.3, but coming to the team 1 playing at the home ground means 0.75. Okay, that is why the team 1 వచ్చేపటికి probability అనేది ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. How we are going to solve this with the help of Bayes theorem అనేది ఒకసారి చూద్దామండి. Okay, right. right? Okay, this is the problem, guys. How we are going to solve this one? Let us see. Okay, now we are going to solve this problem with the help of Bayes theorem, guys. Okay, we are going to predict the problem. Okay, which one is having the more probability? Okay, here for our convenience purpose, okay, we are representing the A as a random variable. Okay, team hosting the match, and V is a random variable that represents the winning the match, guys. Okay, A is a random variable hosting the match, and V is a random variable which is winning the match, guys. Okay, right? And moreover that these values are in between zeros and one. Why? Because okay, this is a probability. The minimum value is zero and the maximum value is one. Any value that will comes in between the zero and one, guys. Okay, okay, let us calculate the probability of team winning. That is 65% they have win it, guys. Okay, team 0 winning వచ్చేపటికి 65%, team 1 winning is 35%. If you have convert that one to probability means that is 0.35 and 0.65. Okay, team 0 winning is 0.65, team 1 winning is 0.35, guys. And the next one is when it is hosting in the home ground. Okay, for the team 1 when it is hosting in the home ground, the percentage is 0.75. Okay, for the team 0, okay, for the team 0, okay, its percentage is 0.03, guys. Okay, we have to represent like this: probability of A equal to 1 and B equal to 1. A means, okay, A means that is the random variable that is representing the hosting the match. V means winning, guys. A and ఏంటండి? Okay, that is hosting. V means winning. Okay, we are representing these values. Now we have to calculate this one, guys. A equal to 1 and V equal to 1. Okay, when it is hosting it team by 1 and its winning percentage, we have to calculate. Okay, as well as hosting at team 1 and losing percentage. V equal to 0 means losing percentage also we have to calculate. Okay, let us calculate this one, that is probability of V equal to 1, A equal to 1. Okay, just we have to substitute the formulas, guys. Nothing more than that one. Okay, this is the main formula. P equal to V మన మామూలుగా వేరియబుల్స్ రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తాం. Y equal to 1, x equal to 1. This is the formula for that one. Okay, in place of that one, probability of x equal to 1, that we were calculating as probability of x equal to 1 comma y equal to 1 plus probability of x equal to 1 comma y equal to 0. Winning and losing sum, that will use the x equal to 1, guys. And again, this is the expression సంబంధించిన full expansion అని చెప్పి probability of x equal to 1 given y equal to 1, probability of y equal to 1 plus for this one the expansion is probability of x equal to 1 given y equal to 0 and probability of y equal to 0. We know all these values, guys. If you substitute this one, we got the value as 0.5738. Okay, this is the value related to the probability of playing, okay, team 1. Okay, winning percentage v equal to 1, T1 సంబంధించింది. That is why I told you in the starting itself. Okay, there is a more chances for the team 1 for the winning, guys. Okay, ఇలాగే మీరు టీమ్ 1 అనేది losing percentage calculate చేస్తే కనుక తక్కువ వస్తుంది అనమాట. Okay, in this way we are going to predict, guys. In this way we are going to, what is the prediction, guys? Team 1 winning percentage probability is 0.5738. With the help of Bayes theorem we calculated this one. Okay, that is 0.578. That is nearer to the one value. Okay, nearer to one value, then means there is a more probability for winning a team 1 when it is playing at the home ground, guys. Understand? Clear? Okay. Okay, with the help of this Bayes theorem, how we are going to classify? That is the new topic, guys. Okay, previous class we have discussed it till now before the slide. The new topic is the using the Bayes theorem for classification. How we are going to classify the with the help of Bayes theorem, guys. Okay, let us see this one, guys. Okay, normally in the Bayes theorem we are going to classify it. Okay, here X denotes the attribute set and Y denotes the class label. Obviously, Y denotes the class label means the output, and X denotes the attribute set. It contains all the attributes other than the class attribute. Okay. Here what we are going to do is we are going to find out a relationship with the attributes, that is X and Y. Okay. Here X and Y are the random variables. Okay. How we are going to find out the relationship with the help of Bayes theorem means it is a probabilistic relationship, guys. That is probability of Y given X. Probability of Y given X. Okay, and moreover that one we call them as a conditional probability అని also అంటాం. బేయిస్ థియరం లో వచ్చేపాటికి మనము కండిషనల్ ప్రాబిలిటీ అనేది యూజ్ చేసుకుంటాం. What we are going to use in the Bayes theorem, we are going to use conditional probability. Other name for this one conditional probability is posterior probability అని కూడా మనం డిస్కస్ చేసుకుంటాం. Okay, normal probability, this is P of y, we call them as a prior probabilities guys. P of y and P of x we call them as a prior probabilities. Probability of y given x we call them as a conditional probability or posterior probability. Okay, that is Bayes theorem is works on the conditional probabilities guys. Okay, make a glance on this one guys. Okay, normally in the classification means we will have two phases. One is the classification, that is learning phase. After learning, in the learning phase we are going to construct the model. Okay, in the second phase, classification phase, what we are using the model to predict the unknown class values, right? Okay, this Bayes theorem also comes like that guys. Here also it will have the two phases. The first one is the training phase. Okay, here in the training phase what we are going to do is we are going to calculate the probabilities for each and every combination for the probability of y given x for x and y combination. Okay, for the x and y different combination in the training data, we are going to calculate all the probabilities in the training phase guys. Okay, in the next phase, that is testing phase. Okay, the test record, that is x bar. Okay, now we are going to classify with the help of this one probability of y bar by x bar. Okay, this is the classification phase guys. This is the learning phase and this is classification phase. In the learning phase, all the combination related to the probabilities of x and y we are going to calculate, but here in the testing phase only x bar and y bar, for that one only we are going to calculate. Okay, okay. Okay, to illustrate this approach, guys, we are taking one example related to the loan borrowers. Okay, loan borrowers who are defaulters. Okay, we are going to find out with the help of this example, guys. How we are going to predict? We are going to predict whether the loan borrowers will be defaulters on the payments or not. We are going to find out, guys. With the training set, guys, consists of different attributes like home owner or not, is the having the home or not, and also it is having the marital status of married or single or divorced. Okay, and annual income also, how much they are earning in the year wise. This data, that is the input data. Okay, from that one we are going to predict the loan borrower who are due for a defaulter or not. Okay, if it is classified as means they are the not paying the money in time. Okay, if it is no means they are the paying the loans in time guys, they are repaid their loan. Okay, understand guys, these are all the columns. Okay, what are the attributes guys? Homeowner, marital status, annual income. Other than that one, another column is also there, that is loan borrowers. If it is classified as S means they are not paying the time loan in time. Okay, and if it is no means they are paid the loan in time guys. Let us see the input data for that one guys. This is the input data guys. Okay, here having the transaction details, how many transactions are there, 10 transactions are there, and home owner or not. If it is S means they are having the owner, or no means they are not the owners of that home. Okay, and the next one is marital status, singular, their marital status. Okay, single, married or divorce. Okay, and the next one is their annual income, and the next one is default borrower or loan default borrower or not. Okay, if it is no means they are paying the loan in time. If it is yes means okay, they are not paying the loan in time guys. Okay, this is the data guys. Okay, this is the training data. Okay, in the training data, these are the different attributes. Okay, what is the test data means they will provide the homeowner details and marital details. Okay, and animal income also they will provide. We have to find out, okay, whether that particular person is will able to pay the loan in time or not. We have to predict guys, that is the problem here guys. How we are going to solve this one with the help of Bayes theorem, let us see guys. This is the overall training set. Okay, The test class label also they will provide, guys. Okay, let us see this one. Okay, this is the test record, guys. Okay, what is the test record? Home owner is no, they're not, they're okay, home owner or not, they will provide. And the marital status also they have provided, and the annual income also they have provided. What I have to find out is whether they are paying the loan in, okay, or not in time. We have to find out, means the last column we have to find out, guys. The last column, that is, okay, this one, defaulter of borrower or not, we have to find out, guys. For that one, two things we have to find out, that is, okay, whether they are paying the in time, means probability of S by X. X means this is the input data test record. Likewise, we have to calculate the probability for no also. Okay, which one is having the highest value, that we are going to predict. For suppose probability of S given X is the more value, means for suppose I have given, I got the value is 0.7. And the probability of no I have got is 0.3. Means which one we have to take it, this 0.7. Okay, means they are able to pay the loan in time. Okay, they are not the defaulters in the loan borrowers. Okay, understand this one. Okay, training test data they have given, and this is the test data, guys. How we are going to classify, means this one we have to write it down. Okay, the many times they ask this question, guys. Many times they have asked how we are going to classify with the help of Bayes theorem. They have asked three times, they have asked simple thing. Okay, this training data you have to remember. Okay, after that one we have to take this test record. Okay, finally we have to calculate the probability of S given X and probability of no given X. Okay, is S and no అనేది related to this one, guys. Okay, defaulter borrower SK probability and the default borrower for no also we have to calculate. Okay, understand this one. Okay, here is the problem for that one, guys. For suppose probability of S given X is more value compared with the probability of no given X, then we can classify that one as S. Otherwise we can classify that one as a no. No defaulter కింద S అనేది maximum value as the probability. You can take this one as a S, means we can classify it as S. Means for that particular this data, for particular this X data, okay, we can classify that loan borrower is S, means okay, S means they are not paying the in time. If it comes the more probability for the no, means they are not paying, they're paying the money in time, guys. Okay, this way we have to classify it. In this way we have to classify it, guys. Okay, the formula for this one is probability of y given x equal to probability of x given y into probability of y by probability of x. Here this is the posterior probability, this is the normal prior probability, guys. Normal probabilities. Okay, okay, guys. Till now what we have seen, guys, Bayes theorem we have seen. Okay, the main thing we have to discuss is Navy Bayes classifier. Okay, this will comes under Bayesian classifier. Okay, the Navy Bayes classifier will comes under Bayes classifier. Okay, it uses internally Bayes theorem, guys. Okay, Navy Bayes classifier uses internally Bayes theorem. Okay, here with the help of this Navy Bayes classifier we are going to find out the conditional independency of attributes with the class labels, guys. Conditional independence of attributes with the class labels. Okay, class label means that we are going to find out, attributes means all the attributes set. Okay, this is the formula for that one, Navy Bayes classifier. Okay, it is the multiplication of all the values from 1 to number of attributes, that is d. Here how many attributes are there? Here attribute set from x1 to xt. Okay, d number of attributes will be there starting from 1 to d. Probability of xi by y equal to I. For that one, each and everything we have to calculate, and finally we have to multiply in the Navier Bayes classifier. This Navier Bayes classifier comes from the Bayes theorem only. Okay, with the help of Bayes theorem only, this Navier Bayes classifier will work, guys. Okay, here how many attributes will be there? D number of attributes will be there. Okay, x1, x2 to xn. Okay, before discussing about Navy based classification, okay, we have to know what is meant by the conditional independence, guys. Okay, before going to discuss about the Navy base and classifier, we have to discuss about the conditional independent condition. Okay, here there are x, y, z are three set of random variables. Okay, x is said to be a conditionally independent of y and z. How we are going to represent is, okay, probability of x given y comma z. That how that will we are going to represent with the help of probability of x by z. Okay, దీనికి representation వచ్చేప్పటికి this one అన్నమాట. Probability of x given y comma z అని దాన్ని ఏ విధంగా represent చేసుకోవచ్చు అంటే కనుక probability of x given z కింద represent చేసుకోవచ్చు అన్నమాట. This is the conditional independence. Okay, here is a x, y, z are three set of random variables. X are said to be conditionally independent of y and z. Okay, this is the representation for that one. For that, this is the formula, guys. Whenever we get like this notation, we have to write down in place of this one, we have to write this one, guys. This formula you have to remember, guys. Okay, this formula you have to remember. Okay, that will be used in the next slide, guys. Okay, understand this one? Okay, conditional independency between the x and y. Okay, for that one, how we are going to write on this one is probability of x by y given z. Okay, for this is the formula, guys. Probability of x comma y comma z by probability of z. Okay, దీన్ని ఏ విధంగా చేస్తానంటే కనుక పైన కింద కూడా probability of y given z తోటి నేను డివైడ్ చేస్తాను. జస్ట్ probability of y given z తోటి నేను డివైడ్ చేస్తున్నాను. What is the formula for this one? Okay, if you observe here, probability of x by y given z equal to, how we are going to write this one. This one we can write it here like this, and this one also we are going to write it this one. Okay, finally we are, how we are going to write this one, probability of x given y comma z, we can write it as probability of x by z. Likewise this one also probability of y given z, we can write this one. ఓకే, దీన్ని మనము ఈ ఫార్ములా యూజ్ చేసుకొని రిప్రజెంట్ చేసుకున్నాం. జస్ట్ తగ్గించేసాం అంటే ప్రాబిలిటీ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్ గివెన్ వై కామా జెడ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ప్రాబిలిటీ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్ బై జెడ్. Probability of x by z. This one we can write it like this. Probability of x comma y comma z by probability of y comma z equal to probability of x by y comma z. This is the formula. Maybe based theorem prakaram. Okay, this one probability of y comma z by probability of z equal to probability of y given z. This is the formula. Okay, finally we have reduced this one by independences. Okay, conditional independence is just we can reduce this one. Okay, this is the reduced one in place of this one. Okay, probability x given y comma z equal to probability of x given z given. Finally we got this one. Okay, Yes, in this next class, we are going to see the how Navy Bayesian classification, how it is working. Let us see in the next class with an example, Navy Bayesian classifier, how we are going to solve the one problem. Okay, let us see in the next class, guys. Okay.